Hello, is this thing working? Hey y'all, I'm so excited to be back. It's been like, I don't even know how many days it's been, but I guess that you can all see the ticker and the cover shot because mm, we got to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it. So, you know, I don't know. Let's just get into it. I'm uncomfortable, but it needs to be said because there is a void that we're not addressing with these people, child. And I don't. All right, let's just get into it. We're gonna, let's go. Yeah, Drake was patting you on the back. All the rappers. Hey, what's up? Back again. Hey, what's up? It's up to you to do the research. It's up to you. All right. Thank you guys for being in. I'm going to give you all a few seconds to hop on in, but I definitely want to get straight into the good, juicy topic of marrying and dating dust. There's so much public humiliation when you marry the dustiest of dust. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get into it because it's very annoying. I'm going to run through the public humiliation of quite a few of your faves. And I'm talking about Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. I'm talking about Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, Portia and Simon doubling down with the Derricos. They recently announced their divorce. And I'm just sad to think of what this looks like because it's hard to say, right? It's very hard to say things like this, but I'm about to just tell it how it is, child. I got to. All right, y'all, give me a second. I'm going to pull up the first topic because we need to discuss this, child. All right, y'all, let's just go ahead and get right into it because it's so much. So let's start with the most recent drama with the Derricos. Doubling down with the Derricos. This is a TLC show. This couple is famous because they have 14 children. And the TLC show just follows their daily life, how they cope with having so many children, her and his mom and dad's routine, and how the children get along, how the family operates. And just the most recent episode that I saw, they were looking at a bigger house, like a bigger place to stay. And so I find it very interesting that they're announcing a divorce. I don't know how long ago that episode would have been filmed. But so let's just read. The stars of TLC's Doubling Down with the Derricos divorced after 19 years of marriage and 14 children together. The father is ordered to pay $1,000 a month in child support for 14 children. For 14 kids, he's paying $1,000. Listen, this is the dust that kicks up in this community. This is the dust that kicks up in this community. Y'all know it's not a lie. I'm sorry if you mad at it. I'm sorry if you don't think I'm being honest, but this is the absolute tragedy that happens. Oh my, 14 kids? And it says that the issue with me is maybe we didn't get the divorce announcement when it was filed, but it seems so quick. Okay, so here we go. It says, according to legal documents obtained by TMZ, the couple filed for divorce on June 4th, and by June 6th, a judge granted them separation. Based on the documents, they will equally share custody of their 14 children. Now, currently, Dion is ordered to pay $1,116 a month in child support, while Karen is responsible for their medical insurance. Karen was also able to keep her last name. Guys, listen, let's do this. I'm going to pull out my calculator. Everybody, put your thinking caps on. Let's put our thinking caps on and figure out what is $1,116 divided by 14 children. Each child will receive from their dad $79.71. 14 children, and they get from their father $79 a month each. You can spend $79. One child could not buy a full day of groceries in the house. And that's what they get per month from this man. That is what they're getting per month from this man. Not even a day's worth of groceries. This is crazy. But you know what? Now that we're talking about the numbers, let's do 1,116 divided by maybe 30, average of 30 days. $37 per day for 14 children to eat. Man, that's got to be rice. It's got to be just rice. There's nothing else that could be, right? What else could it be, y'all? Tell me what you could eat with $37 a month. Yeah, I know. You don't know. Me neither. You don't know. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. So let's go to the next couple that we always have to talk about. This guy here, Simon Guobadia. The problem is that you cannot escape the dust. You can't escape it with money. In this community, you think, oh, I am marrying someone from the community that we all know is problematic, but I'm marrying someone from the community with money. From that problematic group of people, I am going to marry one that has amassed some wealth. Does that ever prove to be beneficial? Cue up Jeezy and Jenny Mai. Marrying one of these Dusties, I'm going to say it. Marrying a Dusty with money doesn't give you the escape that you probably think it should. They are not. I mean, this is not a. I don't know if they're incapable. Even with money, you're not put in a better position. This woman married a man who had more money than her. This is Jeannie Mai. And also, guess who else married a man who had more money than her? Portia Williams. Public humiliation. That's what we're talking about in this. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about public humiliation. We're talking about kicking it with the dusties, and you come up dirty. Public humiliation. I don't know. Like, Ashanti is pregnant with Nelly's baby. How many women as beautiful and accomplished and just adored as Ashanti is, you would want. I'm just thinking for myself, and maybe ladies tell me in the chat if I'm wrong. Ashanti wants a huge public wedding. She's gorgeous. She's a star. She's show stopping. And then to be secretly married for 6 months, that takes away from that wedding day desire. Whether you want to admit it or not, it does. It does. And then you have.
She's in your house. Why are you paying?
He recently said that he did not want to give any of his gifts to Tiana Taylor. He didn't want to give her any gifts. He wanted to take everything back from her that he gifted her. He doesn't want to pay her for child support. I think it was, he wanted to pay $4,000 a month in support. This is what she's had to do since being with him. She's always on the defense for him. Always on the defense for this guy. And he never fails to embarrass her. Never fails. Let's just take a look at one of her clips, child, because she gonna make sure she defends the man that embarrasses her, baby.
Threesomes before. It was like, oh, she's willing to do that to keep a man. I'm like, nah. That was all me. That was all me. Like, but I hate the idea of people thinking like it's always the guy that wants this, that. So she introduced you to the poly life. It's like me introducing that, you know what I'm saying, to my husband, and it's just like, yo, this is what I want to do. Get away from the woman to feel like, oh, you doing it because that's what he wants, and it's like, nah, that's actually not what it is. I run this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because we think men are the hunters, yo. Right.
I just want to go through a few of the comments. If you've been rocking with Tiana Taylor, I'm going to highlight this right here because you've been rocking with Tiana Taylor, then you've been new. Shawty just wanted to fulfill some normalcy in life with a husband and children. Having these 3 ways didn't keep your marriage. If you need another lady in the bed, we don't need to be together. My last union, my last marriage, I allowed this. And as soon as I wanted to stop, he started cheating. Never will I ever again open up Pandora's box. And she stayed defending him. She stayed defending this man. Look at this. This is from her post. This is quite a while ago that she posted this when the divorce first was announced. And she was still defending him after there were reports that he had women in the bed. He had been introducing his daughters to these like side pieces that he runs around town with. Still married. I'm on my business. Don't bother nobody. And y'all know I've never played about my children, family, and our privacy. I have not spoken on this private matter to any media outlets or blogs. So everyone claiming Tiana said didn't get any statements directly from me. These statements were taken from private court documents that were leaked to the public. It is very heartbreaking that someone would take out the time to make such private matter public for the world to see. However, protecting my family is one thing I've always done, and for my children, I will continue to do so. Please, if y'all love y'all play nieces, Junie and Rue, like y'all have shown, please allow myself and my family some privacy to resolve this matter in peace. Love y'all. The only matter that you need to resolve in peace, sweetie, is your husband being an embarrassment. Is being an embarrassment to you. While you were this ideal, gorgeous mom, wife who was trying to spice it up in the bed for him. Let's not get it twisted. Iman Shumpert allegedly, now this is recent, June 18th. Iman wants everything he gifted Tiana Taylor during their relationship returned. I'm ungifting that condo. They have 2 children. This is absolutely diabolical. He's saying, give me my jewelry. This is an NBA player who was making, I don't know, I think 14 million. I think that's the latest number I saw. 14 million or maybe more. Hey, former NBA star Iman Shumpert wants half of Tiana Taylor's pre-marriage royalties and his finances revealed. The only reason this broke boy is requesting that his finances be revealed is so he can play broke and ask for some type of spousal support. It's not like he's going to ask for child support because he don't want them kids around. He don't want them kids all day. Look at this. Iman Shumpert claims Tiana Taylor makes twice his income once child support adjusted. Is this not the most disgusting? And now this is recent. He was on a recent podcast, and this is what he said. Pay attention.
But I said, if she's in your house, why are you paying all the bills?
Because it's my house.
But why is she in your house?
A nigga with money don't want you to listen. I'm gonna give this out to all women worldwide. Niggas with money don't want you paying no. We don't care for you to do that. We not coming to get you for no bread. If you do that and you get your own bread on the side, we gonna clap our hands for it. We gonna smile about it. We gonna be proud of it. We don't need you to do it. That's the advantage of picking us. We don't want you for that. We want to.
This man lying. He stay lying. Stay lying. And ain't nothing good gonna come from him. Ain't nothing good gonna come from him. You know what? This is why I am so shocked that Portia Williams is staying in the house that Simon purchased prior to the marriage. I don't know the details of their prenuptial. What I will say is that the blessing is being away from them. The faster you can get, of course, get your just due, but the faster you can get away from them, because this is a person that has blocked. This man is blocking all of her filming with Bravo. Block all of her filming with Bravo, with motions to the court during the divorce. Don't film in my home. Don't film in my car. So Portia is like a vagabond roaming the streets trying to get somewhere to film. She's staying in the house. So he's purposefully humiliating. See what I just said? Remember I said earlier, humiliation? Do y'all get it now? Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it now? Because the humiliation is real. The humiliation is a very real thing. It's the humiliation, constant humiliation that you can't escape. That you are unable to escape. But that's not even the problem. Not being able to escape it is not the problem. The problem is that it even exists. Because I'm thinking we're starting to get to a point where we have to talk about, do you just hate me? That's what we have to talk about. This is a person, proven fact. You don't got to believe me. You don't have to believe me. This is a man who hates. This is a man who hates Black American women. I'm going to go as far as this is a man who hates Black women. Simon's intent was to ruin Portia's season. But Simon is gleeful that everybody's season can be ruined. This is a dog. And that's a compliment, actually, because dogs are loyal and friendly. He's online all the time. I believe this man might be close to 70 years old. Let's Google Simon Gobadia's age, because we need to know. He's 60 years old, and he spends his time on Instagram harassing the gorgeous Portia Williams, who filed for divorce from him, and harassing in such a way. Look at this. He's disgusted. Somebody said they say makeup lovemaking is good for relationships sometimes. Have you guys tried that? Because we the people are tired. He said that's disgusting. Which part? What are you talking about? Look at this. Look at this. This mug has the nerve to put a vomiting emoji. Girl, if y'all don't quit playing with me. But this is why I tell you. It is so tragic. It is so absolutely tragic that, and look at the mess that's together. This is Peter Thomas, who was married to Cynthia Bailey. Of course, the sassiest queen of, and these two are the worst. This is Portia, of course, with Simon in the middle. Nene Leakes, they're all from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this is, I forget his name. It is sick. It is sick how you, and they're all divorced. This guy on the end, Noni, here, he was married when Nene down here was engaged with him. Fully married. So am I tripping? Does anybody notice a pattern? Am I tripping, or is there a pattern? I don't want to call it out, but you can see it for yourself. From Iman to Jeezy. Let's get into the Jeezy tea, please. Let's get into the Jeezy tea, please. Jeezy has baby mamas around Atlanta. Look at this comment. I just pulled this up. It's crazy how Black women are going so hard for a man they weren't his preference. We literally make ourselves look desperate and devalued every day for men who've made it clear that we are not what he wants. I will be glad when we take our cape off. It's raggedy and dingy. That cape is raggedy, mammy. Black women will put a cape on for Black women when they don't do the same for us. We got to get into it. This is a man who flaunted around an Asian woman with Bantu knots and box braids. With Bantu knots and box braids. He flaunted her and she flaunted him. And this was the best union. And look at him. How long were they married? Two years. They were married 2 years. Come on, Buki. This is a bit wild. Somebody wrote here, they can write all the letters they want. Abusers don't abuse in front of others. Certainly do not abuse everyone. No one can speak to how he interacts with his wife and child in the privacy of their home. Stop enabling them. Haven't you learned by now that their MO is to treat outsiders nicely as to cause people to question and gaslight their accusers? I'm tired. This says rapper Jeezy and his estranged wife, Jeannie Mai's contentious divorce battle is heating up, and he's enlisted his people to prove that he's a sole survivor who goes hard for his kids. Even his son has been physically assaulted by Jeezy. Amid the divorce and custody battle where the two share 2-year-old daughter Monaco, Jeezy's ex-fiancé Mahi Jebremedin stepped in to write a supportive statement in an affidavit about the rapper's parenting skills, saying, "I've witnessed Jay be a devoted, caring, and present father to our daughter." And his oldest child, Jadarius. Why would she need to add Jadarius? Why would she need to add Jadarius? Because like I just said, Jadarius has been assaulted by Jeezy before. That's why she needed to add Jadarius, baby. That's why. It says in April, Jeannie Mai, who is 45, submitted a new court filing alleging that she was physically abused by him, saying he choked her and pushed her down the hotel stairs in 2022. She says she also feels unsafe with him. I mean, yeah, if a man pushes you down the stairs, yeah, you should not be safe. You should never feel safe with that. Never feel safe with that. I'm not even shocked. I'm just more so tired. I'm tired of telling y'all the same thing over and over. I said it on the Clock app. I said it on IG. I said it on Facebook. Now I'm blasting it to the world on YouTube. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but it's true. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but it's true. We keep going hard for people who just do not have it to be good partners. They don't have it in them. I mean, it's a pattern from Jeezy, Iman, Peter Thomas, Simon Gobadia, doubling down with the Derricos. Who else was in here? Mark Daly and Kenya Moore. Nelly, A Secret Wedding with a woman who's so gorgeous and so full of life and so beautiful. She was excited about the engagement, but then had a secret wedding. She's gushing about the engagement. Let me see if I can pull that part up for you guys. She's gushing about the engagement, but I'm just trying to figure out gushing about the engagement, but then is forced to have a secret wedding. I'm not going to say forced. I'm going to say forced. Because I don't like it. If she's in all the magazines talking about how beautiful the engagement was, how surprised she was, how she was just sitting at home, let's look at this.
Tell me about the proposal. Were you emotional? Were you overjoyed?
It was just such a beautiful, intimate moment. We were not dressy.
What do you like PJs?
Yeah, I definitely had on like one of his t-shirts and his boxers. It was very like I had absolutely no idea.
Oh, he completely shocked you?
Completely. I mean, I felt like it was gonna come soon. I didn't know when. Right. And the way that it happened was just so funny. I'm sitting in the bed watching TV with boxers on, you know what I mean? It's not really sexy.
So it was just like an intimate moment, the two of you.
Yeah.
How did you celebrate?
I cried. I gave him the biggest hug and kiss ever. I FaceTimed everyone I know.
Yeah. Was mom in tears again?
Of course.
Yes.
Mom and dad and my sister we were all in the same city. Oh, nice. So that worked out really, really cool. I was overjoyed and shocked and surprised and happy, kind of like all in one.
Beautiful. I know you have a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
You're obviously busy working as a recording artist, as a businesswoman. You've got a baby on the way.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about? Tell me about the proposal. Were you emotional? Were you overjoyed?
It was just such a beautiful, intimate moment. We were.
If she's excited about this beautiful, overjoyous moment, her family is in town. Mom, dad, and sister are in town. Why didn't he plan a engagement that included the family? Why didn't he plan an engagement that included the family? Anybody know why? Anybody know why? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, nobody knows why. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find one thing for y'all because Tasha K caught alive with Ashanti's little sister. I believe her name on here is Lil Tunchi. I cannot remember, but Ashanti's sister was on live and she said something about somebody in her comment section said, "Are you feeling pressure to move into like a space where you want to be married and have a baby?" She said, "Absolutely the fuck not." And most women picked up on that tea. We clocked that tea. When somebody responds like that and your sister is married or engaged at the time, she's secretly married for 6 months, and you said, "Absolutely the fuck not." Wouldn't you still be in like, "Oh my God, my sister's..." You don't have to want that for yourself. But to say it with such vitriol, like you hate the thought of it, you despise the thought of it, that means something else is brewing. And I'm telling you what, the embarrassment that happens on this app,
Jenny, what are you?
Is the embarrassment is too much. It's too much. I don't know. Let me just go through, make sure that, child, we discussed everybody on the team. Team Dust. I just want to make sure we discussed everybody on this team Dust because it's really a mess. It really is, though. It really is bad. And I don't even know what to say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say. Let's take a break. I want to make sure we discussed all the topics that we needed to talk about, y'all. So just hang tight with me. Thank you for rolling this episode. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Please tell me you see this. Mark Daly, the one who dragged her on national television. This is Kenya Moore, her ex-husband, Mark Daly. After Kenya was suspended, Mark is now supporting her business. This man has publicly humiliated, another public humiliation. They don't like us. The only reason that I can think of that Mark Daly would be supporting Kenya Moore amidst the Real Housewives of Atlanta drama and her business being maybe targeted, unsupported at this time is because he's going for alimony. This broke Dusty is going for her money. But we are never surprised by this, are we? We shouldn't be. I'll say that. We shouldn't be. I was just texting a friend yesterday. I was like, Black women have the most abysmal marriage success. As a single group. Now, we know there's a different dynamic that is even more toe up. But Black women, and think about how successful, gorgeous, articulate, supportive, ingenious Black women are. And then they go and marry dust and get back from the rodeo full of dirt. Full of dirt. This is what happens when you go to the dust rodeo. This is what happens when you go to the dust rodeo, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just saying, I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers unless they ruffled already. And then, it is what it is. But you can come for me in the comments if you want to. But I'm just being 100% honest. This is tragic and trash. This is trash and tragic. I feel bad for all the women involved. Can you imagine having 14 kids with that man? And then he's giving you $1,000. I mean, I could name one app on my phone that I could spend over $1,000 a month and maybe have. Amazon. That's not to buy no groceries. That's not to buy no toiletries. That's not for after school activities. Nothing. $1,000 a month for 14 kids. What the? Now, come on. Come on. We not being honest. We not being sincere about the detriment that the adult men of this community are doing inside of these relationships, exiting these relationships. We probably need to get into that, but I'm about to go. I'll be back on later today. We're talking about, I was wrong on this Kenya Moore thing. I thought Miss Kenya Moore, the glamorous, gorgeous, fabulous Kenya Moore, had more sense than to do what she did. And I want to know, like, I understand that people are saying it's not actual, like, it's not an actual explicit image of Brit Edie. It's an explicit, it's like a Photoshop thing, right? Like if you draw a cartoon body part on somebody's lips or draw a cartoon body part on somebody's mouth. I think there's a little wordplay here that's in effect that people are trying to get away. I don't know. But apparently everybody's reporting that this really did happen. So I'm very, very concerned. Let me actually go to the source that started all of this, child. And I don't know if y'all remember, but this website is so dang on old, it don't make no sense. This website is so old that I haven't seen it in so long. But let's go and see what's going on. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Before we go. Let me go here. Before we go. Evelyn Lozada's daughter, Shanice, who we all know from Basketball Wives LA. We saw Shanice, when she was like 16. Around 16, she was going to prom one year on Basketball Wives. That's been a long time. She's pregnant by rapper The Game. The funny thing is, The Game has so many assault allegations. At one point, we thought he was like running. We thought he was running from these allegations because I think he had taken himself out to Bali, but nothing else has happened or has been said since then. So we don't know. Maybe the girls were paid off. Maybe the lawsuits were dropped after a settlement. But there were definitely some assault allegations related to The Game. No, who wants to be? Oh my gosh. And who wants to be these two? Ashanti and Nelly secretly married last year. She ain't want to do that. That lady ain't want to do that. And y'all know that lady ain't want to do that, but y'all gonna pretend like, oh yes, she did. There's nothing about this to love. Nothing about this to love. Come on. So like I said, I was gonna come back on here because I thought Miss Kenya Moore was smart enough. I thought Miss Kenya Moore was smart enough to never do anything this crazy. I said it's impossible for her to really have gotten herself in this much trouble. Revenge P, Kenya? Revenge P? Come on now, that don't make no dang sense. Anyway, all right. Thank you guys for watching. I am so glad I was able to talk about this freely. Not as free as I wanted to, but I was kind of free. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Before I go, I'm going to... Yeah, Drake was patting you on the back. All the rappers. Hey, what's up? Back again. Hey, what's up? It's up to you to do the research. It's up to you.